All right, people, Catfish Dave here. I'm right here in downtown Knoxville. This is part of the Catfishing Downtown Knoxville Series. I'm at a place called Second Creek, right off Neyland Drive. I can see Neyland Stadium right behind me here. Basically, there's three main creeks that dump into this Tennessee River within a fairly short distance, within about a mile, mile and a half of each other. First creek is down there where Calhoun's and stuff is on the river. I plan on making a video there as well. Third creek is that way. I plan on making a video there as well, and this is Second Creek. I wanted to fish this first because it's probably going to be the biggest challenge. For one, I had to walk my stuff a little farther, but the main thing is, years ago they tore down this Chapman Highway bridge, and well, I fished here for years, no trouble, caught lots of fish. But once they tore down that bridge, I guess they dumped the rubble out in here somewhere, and I came fish this after they had done that, and I was hung up every cast. Well, I haven't fished it since, so tonight I'm gonna fish it. It's here, and I've come prepared. I've brought me a bucket full of extra weights and leaders, and I'm planning on being hung up. Basically, I took hooks and weights that I wasn't using that much of. They weren't my favorite weights and hooks. And that's what I'm planning to lose out here, because I want to catfish on video. I don't care if it's 2 pounds at this spot right here. I'm demonstrating places people can go, very public, that they can go out and get a rod bent if they're willing to do a little bit of work. But what I've got on this rig is something you don't hardly ever see me use, but I am today. It's called a three-way breakaway rig. I'm running a three-way rig. For one, it's kind of good in the current, and what that is a three-way swivel, drop sinker, and a separate hook. Well, the difference here is I usually tie everything real strong. Well, with this weight, I've only got like 15-pound test here, and what this is meant to do is actually get hung up in the rubble, and when a fish gets on the hook, he's either going to break the line or I'm going to break the line to get him loose. That's what I'm hoping for. Guys used to use these breakaway rigs at dams and such with like spark plugs and stuff they didn't care about losing, you know, because it's kind of expensive to lose tackle every cast. But I believe I've got a Cat Max from Bass Pro circle hook on there, about an 8/0 or something. You know, just stuff I normally don't use, I'm going to use out here. Now I do have my typical Carolina rig set up there. I am going to be throwing some bigger chunks if I can. I don't know if I can. The current's probably going to wash me into the shallow if I do, but I'm going to try it. But this one here is probably going to be my main bread and butter. If I get a big fish, it will be on that other one with a big head or piece or something on. Most of the fish I'm going to get on this rig are going to be bread and butter size eating cats. You could get them up to 30 pounds, who knows. I've already pre-cut my bait. I've got little bitty strips for this three-way rig. And the reason I'm downsizing my bait is because the current's hard, man. I want to keep this out there. I don't want it washing me down too bad. I want to stay in the channel. So just these little strips is all I'm going to throw on this rig here. I'm still going to throw big pieces on that one there, but I'm going to do this one this way. Now the problem with running a 15-pound test on my drop weight is when you're using surf casting gear, the recommendation is to use 10 pounds of test per every 1 ounce of lead, because these long rods will cause you to break your line on the cast. In other words, I should be using at least 40 here to keep from breaking off the cast. I've only got 15. I did it on purpose so I can break it off, and I'm gonna have to be real easy when I cast so I don't break this weight off. I will be leaving that rod locked down. When that fish hits, I'm gonna have to grab it because I ain't got nothing set on the butt of the reel. I may have to lock them both down due to the extreme current. This current is ripping. It's way stronger than I want it to be. This is my old stomping grounds here, people. This is where I first started really catfishing the Tennessee River, getting my first blue cats and stuff. You definitely need a landing net here. I've got that. I'm planning on getting a fish, so I am opening my net up. Right now, it's about 4 foot drop to the water. It's Saturday night. I'm gonna give this place just a little bit after dark probably. Got about 30 minutes before sunset right now. Looks like old Gilligan won the lottery. It's getting that time of year that I can finally quit wearing that green jacket that everybody was complaining about. Look like a dink fish. Tasted my biggest bait on the left. You gotta watch these rods being locked down and not secure because something can really jerk them fast. That's probably the dinkiest bite in 14 years I've ever got right there. Fish number one, people. Second creek, get you some. There's the barge channel right there. You got a red and a green mark. That's the main channel. I'm hitting it. I'm right off that ledge, man. You pop that ledge, you'll pop them blues. You've heard it from me a million times. It ain't no news. You get a 25, 30 pounder here, that's a pretty good fish for here. Catch the big giants here, you're gonna have to fish it a lot. Big giant fish here, I'd say fall would be your best shot at it. Of course, you can get one now. It's not impossible. Anytime you throw a bait in the Tennessee River, it's never impossible. I was born in California, raised there till about 7th grade, and I moved to Florida. We had catfish down there, bullheads, channel cat. I was always a cat fisherman at heart. When I moved up here, 1994, and I seen this Tennessee River, and I walked out onto these docks for the first time, I knew I was home. You can catch catfish in the country, you can catch catfish in the city. All you gotta do is add water. One of them sandwich-sized blues. Just about dark. We in prime time now. All these fish coming on these little strips on this three-way rig. My big hunk ain't got nothing over there yet. Old Tennessee River channel cat. Looks like old Gilligan's having a party out there. Oh, shoot. Well, something hit my headpiece finally, and the rain's starting to hit. My camera won't put up with that. I may be having to call this a video. Got a few little fish here tonight. Usually it's a little better than that out here. Just wanted to demonstrate a very public spot right in the heart of downtown Knoxville. Best time to fish down here is, for one, you don't want no football game going on. So I would fish this in the spring, in the summer, and once fall gets here and football season gets here, this thing's going to be lined up with big boats. They call themselves the Volunteer Navy. Kinda ain't much room here during that time. Another place, another video. There was a fish in the video. That makes it a fishing video. This is Catfish Dave with another one, signing out.